I'm already confused if this is the real story or if Fox is
Mr. Fox,
spinning. Oh,
leaving so soon and without a farewell. That's not very neighborly of you. And what's that on your shoulder? That's personal property, Mr. Fox. Haven't your parents taught you never to steal?
General X stood in my way, assuming it was really him and not another hologram.
Are you asking yourself if I'm another hologram?
Well, yeah.
No, not this time.
oh,
It is I, in the flesh.
then
Good. Then I'll...
Put a bullet in my head.
You read my mind.
Please tell me, Mr. Fox, how does one shoot that which they cannot see?
What?
but I thought
Do you like my new device, Mr.
I thought
Fox?
he was
Optical electronic hollow camouflage.
Oh.
The latest in nanotechnology.
still camo.
Obviously, if you start firing randomly, there's still a chance I may be hit. I believe dumb luck is a concept you're fond of. So if you don't mind, I invite you to expend some ammunition with some friends.
Oh boy! I guess it's time to rock. Why did it equip my rusty wire like that? It's not even in my... What? You gotta become war. What is this challenge? Hold on. Destroy General X's robo-tank without using electromagnetic grenades. Oh! Oh, you know what? Molotov cocktail. What the? What is happening? What in the heck is happening there with the items popping up like that? I'm confused. But anyway, let's go back in there. I think we don't need to do the whole drone punching thing that was from the first level those showed up. I think we can just pop these suckers. There we go. Ah! I see. Hold on, we gotta see this one more time. My map! Right, because my... Hold on now. My anti-rad suit is missing. My empty potty... Yeah, I see they're disappearing. What? Is that invisible sucker emptying my pockets? Is that what's going on here?
Do you have many bullets left, Fox? I imagine not. I suspect you've stashed some grenades, though. Let's find out.
Oh no! A robo-tank! So... Is this the challenge? You gotta destroy without using electromagnetic grenades? Oh, right, because it's a big target. I guess we could slow this guy down if... we used some of those. Oh my god. Alright, that's all our missiles, so I guess... Gotcha! I became war. Well, let me patch up, please. Oh, hey, look at that.
Should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty to follow you around and recover some of my stolen property.
Oh my god! You sneaky git! Okay. Hold on, where's my... Oh, he took my bandages! You son of the gun! Okay, how am I supposed to catch him? Oh my god, this is tricky. There's like zero tell for where he is, so I don't know. That didn't work. I'm pretty sure I plugged him there just now. No, that didn't seem to work. This is also not working. Putting on the sunglasses did nothing. Oh my god, what is the trick for this final phase? Oh, this is a little annoying that,
Mr. Fox.
we can't just, switch to final phase. Alright. But as a boss fight, this is kind of cool, though. I do like this is first, drone redux, then that freaking robo-tank was pretty cool, and then... And then we gotta deal with Mr. X himself, General X. I dig it, I dig it. I just... what the mystery is for beating... Alright, so we got that Chivo once. It's right there, so screw it. Robo-tank is now a go. Just thinking here, I do have my bandages still, apparently. Ow! Okay, I wasn't ready. Those missiles came out pretty fast. How did I do the robo-tank so well my first time? That was like some real beginner's luck.
Mr. Fox.
Alright. My bolt cutters! Imagine all the bolts I could be cutting. Like card 4! The image of him, like, sneaking around behind me and emptying my pockets, though, that's pretty funny, I have to say. My handkerchief! How do I put these robots to sleep now? Whoa, that was some sharp shooting.
Do you have...
Alright. So he picks items by random, but really he leaves the ones we need. Ah! Oh man. You know what? Honestly, the electromagnetic grenades might distract me so much, it might be worth it to just not do it, because like I'm messing around with the items there. Like throwing me off a little bit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey! My sunglasses! Okay, so sunglasses aren't the item we need to beat General X. There has to be some trick, because that's insanely difficult. I certainly don't have an opening to shoot him if he's shooting me, so... So I really wonder what it is, but... Yeah! Got a little sticky there. I got plenty of bullets, actually, you silly goose. Had to use Molotovs? No, but he stole Molotovs one time, so... That's not the answer. Oh, come on, delay on the gun thing. Yeah, I told you, I would probably have done better if I just didn't use the EMPs. If I just did like this. Kind of deer in the headlights there, actually. Waiting for the missiles to pass, but then the gun shot me, so yeah. I don't think I'm gonna use the EMP grenades at all. I don't really feel like that's the trick there. No, I don't have to do this yet. I just gotta blow the drones away. My God mode artifact! That would have been the answer. But this guy... Oof. And... yeah. There we go. There he is again. Yeah. Let's see if I can beat this guy with just... Ow! Alright, so now... Whoops. That's the wrong button. Now I pull out my Grenadios. Ugh. That was a bad angle. Gosh darn it. How did I beat this guy on my first go? This tank is now missing me.
Mr. Fox.
Alright, well... no worries. By the way, one small thing, but you gotta give the game props. They auto-drop Colonel Harris out of your arms when this boss fight starts, so you don't have to worry about... you don't have to worry about, like, letting him go. So you don't accidentally run around in this fight at the start, carrying him on your shoulders. There we go. Ah! Why? Ugh, okay. Look, I got close. That robo-tank isn't that tough, but, like, I gotta do something to get sharper here.
Mr. Fox.
Ah, man. And the worst part is, I won't know what to do once we get to the final part. Well, assuming it's the final part. Hoping it's the final part of, General X, because I really don't know what the counter is to his stealth camouflage. It's not Molotovs, because he just stole those.
Do you have many...
Alright. Pull out the Grenadios. Oh no! Got clipped! No! Hold on, let's get those ready, cause... ah, yeah. My bandages were stolen. Urgh. Alright.
Well, you should be low on ammo by now.
So now we gotta try and figure out what the trick is to beating him. Well, that's not the trick, that's for sure. So we gotta figure something out.
Jesse here. Over.
Nope.
Jesse here. Do you copy?
I hear you.
Oh, come on! Robert, give us a trick.
Jesse here. Over.
That's not the trick. Wait a second. Here's something we have. No? Really? I really thought you'd spray this guy with the extinguisher. Ah. I really thought I was onto something there. No? Okay, so that didn't even work. The, like, shooting him there. You saw that, right? And now we're gonna die because I can't heal myself anymore. I mean, you saw that, like, I definitely, we crossed bullets and it didn't hit him, so there's some trick there then. So what is the actual trick here for? It's not this, because he steals this sometimes from you. Interesting. Okay, so we can reveal him with the electromagnetic grenades. But what happens when you run out of those? So let's put this already here, like this. And let's do this, because I think we get a free save if I just kind of go backwards like this. I'm gonna make a little save with the EMP grenades ready to go there. So if I can hit him with that, we can at least reveal him.
Mr. Fox.
I don't know if this will work, but we'll give it a go. Do you think it's symbolic that we lose the rusty wire first? Because that was our... I think that was our first item we got in the game. I don't know. My sunglasses! Aw, man. Once again, I feel like, should I be looking up how to do this? I hate to say it, but, like, it seems like the EMP thing gave us results, but, like, yeah, what happens once you're all out? Ah, no, then I can't even beat the robo-tank. Oh, no checkpoint after the robo-tank's gone. Okay, I guess not. My radio! I can't call anybody. Yeah, no, the button doesn't work. There we go. And I think one more wave? Yeah. Whoa, that was close. Oh, so too close. Got shot. Ah! Nope. Let's not punch the robot to death, shall we? We're gonna bleed out here. Unless... Ooh. Clutch! That was clutch.
Well, you should be low on ammo by now, which means...
Okay. No, what? No, not the... Okay, not there. Not there either. Oh. Ugh. I should have patched myself up earlier. That was a mistake on my part. Gosh darn you, General X. You're so good. You're so crafty. Ugh. But yeah, if that's still incredibly precise. If you need to like tag him with the EMP grenade and then like get a bullet in him, because like the window to do that, it's kind of narrow. Oh, they actually let you heal up there. That's very kind. No! Why do you keep tagging me with that? now I screwed up with that. Okay. No! No! This robo-tank. It's so good. Ugh.
Mr.
Okay. No use crying over spilled robot milk. Just gotta try and get good here and then figure out what to do in the General X portion. But yeah, I do have to wonder, like, once you run out of EMP grenades, what are you supposed to do? I don't know. That was pretty fast. That was okay. Okay. Now give me those Grenadios. Oh. Ah, God. Okay. Gotcha. Nice. Okay, Oh, we're actually good for now. That was the cleanest run so far.
Well, you...
Alright. Nope. Oh, no! I pulled out the binocs. That's embarrassing. No, I keep pressing the wrong... I keep panicking pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be hard to do, but I guess we can try. What? You stole a first aid kit?
You managed to injure me, Mr. Fox.
Oh.
Sincerely, this was beyond my expectations. Luckily, you've brought my first aid kits. Hope you don't mind that you're missing one.
No!
You've been stealing my stuff.
Your stuff. Everything you've acquired is from my base, Mr. Fox. And as the proverb states, one who steals from a thief will receive 100 years of pardon.
That bastard had been stealing from me while I was busy destroying his machines. And I'm sure he was going to steal more stuff as he needed it.
Oh, he healed up? So what the hell is the trick now, then? He's just gonna keep stealing stuff? I'm just gonna use my final item to heal up then, because...
You've run out of first aid kits, Mr. Fox. Unfortunately, you'll be unable to heal yourself anymore.
Fortunately, it also means that you've run out of them.
Which adds to the thrill.
Which means we have to kill him? Oh my god. Oh, this is so hard. What?
What the fuck? You bastard!
Mr. Fox, first you complain because I remove your belongings, and now you complain again when I return them?
What?
Cheer up. I simply gave back your rusty wire. Although, maybe I've been a little brusque. You can find it between your ribs. By the way, Mr. Fox, let's see if you can kill me before bleeding to death.
Come on! This is so hard! This is impossibly hard! Oh, although we can do that, apparently. Okay, we need to plug the guy once, like... But I also need to use up all my healing items, basically. Oh my goodness, this is so difficult. This is such a by-the-wire thing. Alright. Well, we'll give it a go, though. Very interesting, but this is like a little bit above my pay grade of what this game's demanding from me. And I still don't know, like, what happens once you run out of EMP grenades, which, by the way, boy am I happy that, boy am I happy that I didn't use them in the Robo-Tank fight, even though the game's like, that's an option.
Do you have many?
Oh. Ah! Urgh, no! Well, actually, fine, because I need to use up my first aid kits anyway. No, where's my... Okay, there we go.
Well, you should be low on.
Okay. Alright. Just do this real quick. We'll just eat a couple of shots from him, and then becomes the hard part, I guess. Because I don't want him to heal up for... Alright. Do that. Now let's rock. Okay. Oh, he does seem to stand still for quite a while, so that's something. Okay, so that wasn't nearly as hard as I said it was. It's just that...
I have underestimated
Wow.
you, Mr. Fox.
Boss defeated.
There was a lot of pressure there, shall we put that. That was a very, like, on razor's edge fight. Holy moly. Helicopter
What are
key.
you waiting for? Finish me.
Time without paying for your crimes? No way. I'll take you to a trial so they condemn you and lock you in a cell to rot for the rest of your life.
I see.
So it's...
Tell
Is
me,
it
Mr. Fox,
the body in the
how are you
chopper?
going to take me if you can't move?
What?
Ah! Tased.
You're so predictable. I knew you wouldn't kill me or let me die. Just like all of my other subordinates, they consistently led you directly into my trap, Mr. Fox. Honestly, I hope you were going to surprise me again, like that little spark in the basement. But once more, the pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, thanks for volunteering to test my new paralyzer. The discharge it releases shuts down the whole peripheral nervous system. You should have killed me when you had the chance. See you never, Mr. Fox.
No, but...
See you never, General X.
The Colonel shot him
All right, son.
with Fox's gun. That's clever. I like it.
Don't worry. The effects on the paralysis will wear off soon. But it's not prudent to stay here. Come on, stand up, Fox. I'll help you walk.
And the poor guy stayed behind? Oh no. Stage complete. 0 EXP, 0. There was a secret still, and it wasn't General X's armory even. I guess it wasn't a very well hidden secret, so I guess that checks out. Huh. Well, I guess all that's remaining is now what?
Colonel Harris and I went to the helicopter. A few minutes later, when I regained my motor skills, we took off.
Lieutenant, we have the forensic report of the carbonized corpse.
Hand it to the sergeant. Dismissed.
And
Yes,
it's...
sir.
Looks like we can finally prove that Mr. Fox has been lying. Sergeant, what does the report say?
And the physiological study confirms that the corpse with identification C4423 measures 3 inches taller than Colonel Alan Harris, disproving his identity. What? Then he's not the colonel.
Of course not. I told you, Sergeant. Care to explain this, Mr. Fox? Are you going to tell us that he was tortured on a rack until it stretched him 3 inches?
That would be ridiculous. He's not Colonel Harris. I never said he was.
Yeah, he didn't.
You what? You just told us that you both flew away in that helicopter.
I told you we escaped together, but never said that corpse was Colonel Harris. In fact, I have no idea who it is. Are you sure you found it in the helicopter? Did you plant it yourselves to incriminate me? Like some dirty cops?
Oh, mind games.
How dare you? Enough games, Mr. Fox, enough. We'll find out who you are, and then we'll execute you. What now?
What the hell is happening in here?
Holy
Colonel in the room? Salute!
moly.
Eddie's.
Colonel Harris? You're alive. Sir, we thought you passed away.
As you can see, Lieutenant, I'm alive and kicking. Why is this man handcuffed?
We were interrogating him. He's a spy that we captured, sir.
A spy? Are you pulling my leg? He's a civilian who was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit.
This is fantastic.
He's also the man that not only saved my life and freed me from the ex-Army base, but also he found classified information about Operation Jericho that will be essential in stopping the ex-Army. For goodness sakes, that man's a fucking hero. Release him immediately.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them your heroic feat, Fox?
I was at when we entered the helicopter, Colonel. But it looks like they found a corpse in the helicopter. But fuck, I don't know who he is. They say he has a bullet in his head, and it came from my gun. But I haven't killed anyone.
That corpse was General X. I killed him with your gun myself.
Yeah, there
Don't
we
you
go.
remember?
Very cool. Yeah, that's where the gun.
You never, General X. Later, while you were regaining your senses inside the helicopter, I retrieved General X's corpse and dragged it to the helicopter's aft. That bastard was heavy. In the air, you know what happened.
Hurry up, Fox. They're following us.
Don't rush me, Colonel. I'm getting used to the controls. This piece of junk has levers and buttons everywhere. But don't panic. I think we'll be able to reach Allied territory before they catch up.
Then I'll call the cavalry. Charlie, Alpha, 54438.
CACA Kaka? Ugh.
This radio isn't working. Fucking piece of shit.
Don't worry, Colonel. As soon as we reach Allied territory, they'll stop pursuing us.
Don't worry. Son, with no radio, when this fully armed piece of Soviet junk pings their radar, the first thing they're gonna do when we don't answer is take us down.
Fuck. So we'll be shot at if we keep going, or we'll be shot at when we turn around?
Affirmative. We're between a rock and a hard place.
Oof.
We'll abandon the helicopter as soon as we cross the border. I'm gonna search for the parachutes.
But jumping would still be risky in this jungle terrain.
You have them, Colonel? We're nearly there.
There's only one, Fox. You jump and deliver the documents to the Allies.
Are you insane, Colonel? They won't believe me. And you don't know how to pilot this junk.
I'm dead to them anyway. You're young. You have your life ahead of you, son. Take this ring. Show it to them. They'll believe you.
Fuck, it reeks of shit.
Well, that's because those asshole bastards were going to snap it as they put their hands on me. So I hid it in the only safe place I had left. My ass. Come on, son, put on the parachute.
Colonel, you need to jump and tell them everything yourself.
We argued about who had to jump, and I had to admit that Mr. Fox had one convincing argument.
Oh.
Fox, what are you waiting for?
What?
Hurry up, son. We're running out of time.
Convince
For
him?
heaven's sake, put on the parachute.
Oh. I get it.
The next thing I remember was waking up, hanging from the parachute tangled to a tree. The owner of a farm who spotted me
That's
arrived
actually
a few
that's
minutes
also a
later.
very Metal Geary thing. Just a little post-game
After tending to my
interactive
wounds
thing.
and offering me food, he was so kind as to bring me here to the base.
The lieutenant and the sergeant were shocked and immediately apologized. A few days later, the Army decorated me with 2 medals.
Jesse Fox, for rescuing an MIA military colonel and recovering intelligence on Operation Jericho. I, Colonel Alan Harris of the 5th Battalion, award you a Purple Cross of Civilian Courage.
Oh, beautiful.
That medal really exists?
It didn't. They had to invent it, as they had nothing that they could provide for a civilian.
I don't think that's true.
Also awarded the Gandhi Medal of the National Idiot.
National idiot?
Well, I received it because I didn't kill any enemies at all during the escape. As you know, militaries don't get why killing is wrong.
What?
Well, at least we agree on that.
So, thanks to the documents I found, the Allies could find and sink every related submarine. The military base, docks, and Omega building were the target of a large operation. Everyone was arrested.
So many mics.
Robert the paparazzi published the story and won a Pulitzer Prize. The two doctors and their two fathers dedicated themselves to finding a cure for cancer using nanonuclear weapons.
Wasn't it one doctor?
That's what they wanted us to believe. The captain of that boat retired with my $50 million.
Oh, that's funny. Everybody's
but he died
coming.
of gonorrhea the week after.
What?
Seriously?
Nah, but he would have deserved it. Do you remember Private Mike? The one I found hammered and whose leave I obtained?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he could finally visit his daughter for her birthday.
Hello?
Aw.
And I went back to my old life as a smuggler. The end.
Wow. Jesse, that's the most incredible story ever told. My god, you have an amazing imagination. You should be a video game writer.
You don't believe me?
Not a word.
Thank you very much, Miss Incredulous.
Wow.
Hey, who are those guys?
Must be an improvised patrol. Don't say a word if they don't ask you anything.
What?
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
This is mysterious.
Very well. Let's see. Fuck. You're Jesse Fox.
Yeah, that's me.
Holy Jesus. I can't believe it.
Hey, Jimmy. Who is that guy?
Fuck, Mike. He's Fox. The one who rescued Colonel Allen.
Oh my god.
Invented the nuclear attacks. I really admire you, Mr. Fox. You're a fucking hero.
Thanks, soldier.
Here are your passports.
Wow.
Go. Drive carefully.
Are you okay? You've been very quiet.
Stop the car.
What's up?
Then it's true. It's all true.
Now do you believe me?
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me now.
Oh, wow. And that's how it ends. Fantastic. Hey, Francisco Tellez de Meneses. Good job, dude. Fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was a thoroughly satisfying and pretty funny game. I quite enjoyed my playthrough here. Let's crack down on the review, shall we? Certainly enjoyed it. Oh, but let's look at some of these voices. So Andrew Noves Miller was Jesse Fox. Corey Kendry. I don't recognize any of these names. I'm surprised. I really thought that the Colonel was voiced by, you know, they were like shared voices, but not didn't look like it. I have to rewind to check. Like the Lord of the Labyrinth. Laia Moore, the little girl. That was cute. Spanish voices. Well, here's some shared voices, interestingly. Yeah. Javi Martin is Robert and Hoffman and Allied. So, okay, so yeah, there's some more. A little bit more overlap there. in the Spanish voices. A little surprised, honestly. I would have thought maybe... Oh, hey, Laia Moore is the little girl in both dubs. Yeah. But I thought, being a Spanish-made game, they would have found more voice actors locally. I guess not. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game and reviewing it, shall I try? Let's talk about the story. I have a little bit of trouble reviewing, like, funny stories, like comedies. I don't know really how I should, like, go about those. It kind of overlaps with, like, did I like the humor? I mean, yes, I did like the humor a lot. It swung around heavy from, like... At times it felt, the most I felt was like a Leslie Nielsen movie. The character of Jesse Fox really felt like he was being played by Leslie Nielsen in something like Naked Gun or Airplane was the other one. Because he's got such strange priorities and he has like these weird monologues about like stuff that doesn't really relate all that well to what's going on. It's all kind of silly. But I really appreciate it. He's such an interesting character. Oh, thank you! Thank you for playing UnMetal. Hey, thanks to all of you guys for making this game. That was very much appreciated. What do we get here at the end?
Hey, Jimmy. Who the fuck is this Colonel Alan Harris?
I don't know. Yesterday I met that guy in a bar. He was nice. I told him that I was going to slog as a guard here today. And he said if I pretended he rescued the Colonel and prevented nuclear attacks...
Oh my god.
...that he'd give me $100. $100 for saying 4 sentences. Can you believe it? Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
It's been the easiest $100 ever.
Fuck. People make up stupid shit just to score.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. Okay. I was actually kind of thinking for a moment, like, could there be something like that there? But I don't know. I thought, but never mind. They actually had like an amazing gag like that at the end. Wow. Actually, that actually elevates the story a little bit for me. Let me explain. First of all, yeah, but I'll just get back to my original thought. Yeah, Jesse Fox is a really funny protagonist, and I do appreciate him. I like a lot of the gags in this. I don't remember any, like, gags that didn't land. I don't know, the samurai guy seemed out of place and seemed like it wasn't exactly good-spirited joking about samurais. I mean, he was supposed to feel out of place, obviously. I guess there's part of the humor is you walk into a random dojo with a samurai in this, very modern military thing, It's kind of like that Japan room in the giant office building in Metal Gear Rising, I guess. Something like that. Apart from that, really funny. Yeah, I said it was like mainly I felt Leslie Nielsen, but then some of the like real absurdism also gave like real strong Monty Python vibes, which seemed to coalesce with the Labyrinth and the Gatekeeper, who basically seemed to be riffing on the Bridge Keeper from Holy Grail. It seemed like a reverse of some of the stupid gags from Holy Grail, where like modern police show up and stuff in this like silly medieval thing. They reversed it here by just having this like random medieval dungeon with ghosts in the middle of a story that's like it's supposed to be a modern, military thriller, So I guess if you like Monty Python, if you like Leslie Nielsen, I think the humor in this is great for that. But what makes the story brilliant was this framing device. I really, really, really liked that there was a framing device of him being interrogated. And, as it went on, the fact that they started to layer in like this, like, is he even telling the story or is this all absurdity? Maybe they could have sold it a little earlier, the fact that the guys were incredulous. Or maybe I'm just an idiot and I was just rolling along with it myself, unquestioningly, who knows. But I liked it a lot, that's what they went with. And the 2 layers of storytelling that then it cuts to him with his girlfriend, that's incredible. And it all paid off so well here at this finale. I do wonder if, like, maybe they played their hand a little too early with revealing the second layer of the framing device, because that was like mission 2 or 3 when we got the girlfriend in the car. Would it have worked better if it was, like, here at the very end of the game? Just slap you with that? Or was it actually more interesting that it was earlier there? I can't really make up my mind, because I was thoroughly surprised when it happened there at that point in the story. And I was like, wow, okay. And yeah, I liked it a lot. I wonder, okay, well, I did say that elevated the game for me, that final post cutscene there, that implied that he was making it all up after all. I don't know, I like that it got so freaking ambiguous. There was like this dual ambiguity here, because in the framing device of the army interrogators, right? You yourself are like super unsure, is this a true story or not? Is Jesse making everything up or not? Then the Colonel showed up in the room, and immediate dispelling of like, oh, okay, this story is true. Because, like, the Colonel, like, confirms everything, and he fills up the missing blanks on details, you know. But then when it pulls back, you're immediately reminded, oh, wait, but that was also part of the story he was telling. And I wonder if it would have worked better after all, if it would have been kept more ambiguous. Like, was he making the story up for his girlfriend? Whereas now it's super heavily implied that he was making it up. I mean, even that checkpoint where the guys were like, you're a hero. Because I was like, oh, but is there something going on here or not? Which we find out there was. But I guess I'm being, like, here ambiguous, because we could still be like, maybe he did all that shit, but he still paid those guys off, because those guys didn't know what went down. I don't know. I'm a little two minds here, but the fact that I am a little two minds here tells me that that was very good storytelling on that front. So I'm thoroughly impressed there. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I can't really complain about the story. It was simple. It did exactly what it needed. Maybe the only thing I would say is General X could have maybe shown up a little earlier in the plot just to establish him. There's a very Stephen Armstrong effect here going on with how late he starts showing up in the narrative, like himself. You know, he could have shown up a little earlier to, like, set things up. Also, yeah, I thought the role of Robert was a little undercooked, so, the paparazzi. It came around nicely when it turned out that he had been photographing the nukes, so yeah, but I don't know. His part felt a little bit like they wanted to have a third person you can call with on the radio, but look, MGS4 got away with only having 2 people you can call on the radio regularly, so I don't see why this couldn't have done that as well, yeah. Gameplay was really sharp. If we talk about levels, I really appreciated it that every level kind of had its own gimmick going on. There were some really clever designs here. It culminated really well in the Omega building, where it felt like everything coming together now. You gotta just kind of, everything you've learned, you gotta use it to win the level with new special enemies and, like, all sorts of stuff. Very cool stuff. I will say, I got really tilted a couple of episodes ago when I had to keep looking up how to, you know, do the what the heck were we doing in that Omega building in the level 9? We were assembling something and we needed parts for it, but, like, I couldn't find them. Like, you needed to beat up all those spots up. Oh yeah, the wiring. We needed to assemble the, like, wire things to, like, circumvent the radar. And you may remember I got really tilted because, like, I had to look up how to find the parts. And also I got twisted and turned around. Like, I didn't realize there were parts of the level you could walk to. That's, I don't know how much I should blame the game or just myself. I blame myself to an extent because I know that in adventure games this happens to me often, is I get stuck on a puzzle because there's just the one obvious thing I can't figure out or the one thing I haven't checked or I've missed something pertinent. Can you maybe blame the game for being a little unclear, that you could, like, scavenge parts there? Maybe, on that floor. I don't know. Maybe you can. Could you maybe say that when we were building those clones of the soldiers in level 8, when I was, like, struggling to get the clone done, like, you could have had, like, if you use the unfinished clone, if you try to use the unfinished clone, you could have a quote from Jesse being like, I still needed to find a uniform to cover the clones up to finish the, perfect the cloning mechanism. You know, just to be like a little visual cue in the game that, oh no, you're not done yet with the thing. I mean, I guess struggling and being unable to put the thing should have been a clue, but look, make it really easy for, like, even the idiots in the audience, such as myself. So I would say maybe those improvements could have been used, but, like, yeah, level design was amazing. Like, every level you were kind of doing something different, and it worked really well. It controlled pretty well. The quick item thing on the right analog stick was a very nice touch. I got the hang of it. Gunplay felt a little stiff, but it often is in stealth games, so I'm not gonna dock tons of points. This game really did want you to stealth around, and it was pretty satisfying. Maybe on that front I would say, maybe there could have been more levels that were just stealthing around and beating up guys. I don't know, there was a nice amount of them, but it felt like then there were a lot of, like, stretches of you doing something completely different. So you didn't have a chance of just a basic gameplay loop of beating up mics. It was broken up a little too much every once in a while. Maybe you could say that, I don't know. Some food for thought. It wasn't egregious. It was enjoyable all throughout, I have to say. The presentation is, again, pretty much on spot. This was graphically very nice. They got a nice retro look. It's a little more advanced than the MSX that the games this game was lampooning were based on, but, like, it did its job all right. I thought the areas were often lovely. Like, the jungle looked really good in pixel art, the harbor, and all of these areas. Military bases were a little drab, but, like, that just kind of happens with big indoor facilities, I feel like. Oh, I will say from gameplay, the healing was always a little hectic and a little messy, like trying to heal up in the middle of a fight, so I don't know. Almost makes me wish it was just a simple ration system from MGS, where you just pop the ration and get healed up. It was so finicky jumping around bandage, first aid kit, and then stopping to heal, trying to find those breaks. Which is funny, because a lot of, like, action games, I've said that I like when there's, I like when healing isn't easy. I guess I'm being a hypocrite here now, a little extent. Fine, I admit. Like, I like Hollow Knight or Dark Souls, all of these where, like, the healing isn't an immediate thing, so you do have to plan around, like, look for openings to heal. I guess I'll say in my defense that this game feels a little bit more faster paced, and your healing items are a little more limited. At least first aid kits. Okay, let's say that applying bandages to stop bleeding should have a little moment, but the first aid kits, which are limited, make sense, I guess. Those I would have been okay if, like, those, like, were instant, because they're, like, a limited amount, right? Yeah, I feel like because this game, yeah, the fights are a little bit faster tempo, so maybe it would have been worked better on that front. I don't know. Like I said, I'd have in the past admitted that I like action games where, yeah, healing requires a little bit of thought put into it as well. So yeah, I guess I am being a hypocrite here. So I'll back off the topic for now. Back to presentation. So graphically, it's really good. Music-wise, it did its job. Everything was evocative and kind of what it needed, and the boss music in particular, being like a style parody of the encounter music from Metal Gear, is a nice touch. I really appreciated it. I can't really say there was anything problematic with the music. No, nothing really sticks out as, ooh, that was bad. I don't think there's much standouts in the soundtrack for me, so I don't know if I'll be returning to listen to it ever, but, Now, I am going to have to call out the voice acting a little bit here, because I did talk about it earlier. And I recognize that this is an incredibly indie project, and I assume these are all, like, folks you can hire online very easily, or friends of the producers, or, stuff like that. So we're grading on a different gradient than if it was a larger scale thing which could hire professional voice actors. I admit that. In light of that, I think the delivery was a little off on Jesse Fox in quite a few lines. Sometimes it was pretty on spot when Fox was getting upset, and other times it really did serve his weird Leslie Nielsen-ish character. But I think sometimes his narration had weird intonation, kind of didn't really fit the line of dialogue or the situation. There could have been more takes on those. Everybody else, I think, actually was pretty on point. The mics are funny. The military interrogator was pretty on spot. That's what he needed to sound like. Colonel Harris being the grumpy colonel was very neat. Yeah, he was like a real standout voice in this. So honestly, I don't really want to rip on the voice acting too much, but I hate to say it, but I do think maybe not change voice actors, because I did like Jesse Fox's voice, but they could have used a little bit more direction there, I think. Maybe a little bit of different kind of takes on how to read those lines is what I'll give as feedback. Yeah. But all that adds up to this was a fun little indie game. It tickled my fancy with the little references. The humor was really good. I enjoyed it. My favorite protagonist, I guess I'll give it to Jesse Fox, even though I just reamed his voice acting a little bit, but he's such a strange protagonist that I love it. And the end, him just being like he wants to impress his girlfriend, was even more like, okay, that's weird. So I really enjoyed Jesse Fox as a protagonist. He was very anti-Solid Snake. That was kind of the goal, and they succeeded. So freaking props on that. My favorite antagonist. The cast of antagonists wasn't incredible in this game, I don't think, so I don't know who I'd slap as a favorite antagonist. Maybe I think the one, was it a sergeant or a lieutenant, who was the one character threatening the doctor, and then we fought him in that laser hallway thing with his two guards. I'm gonna say that was my favorite antagonist, and maybe my favorite boss too. I'm not sure what my favorite boss is. Maybe him. It was interesting, because he felt like a villain played straight. There wasn't any really humor around him. He felt like he could have actually been like a villain in, if this were by the numbers, Metal Gear on the MSX. He felt like an actual bad guy, or just like a military thriller like this. And I kind of appreciate that they slipped in a proper villain, proper antagonist there to mess with you. It was kind of interesting. His dialogue was kind of like I'm gonna take you out, you son of a gun. Remember, he wasn't like many goofs there. Nothing really that made you go okay. So he was really good. I guess you could say General X was also a villain played straight, but with him the melodrama was so huge. And that whole the next line you're going to say is that whole gimmick he was doing, so that again, he still leans on comedy rather strongly, I feel like General X. I enjoyed him as a character, but I'm gonna say I enjoyed that one lieutenant, even though I don't remember his name. He was interesting. It was an interesting choice there. So, yeah. My favorite level, oh my goodness. I don't know. The Omega building was a great culmination, but it did have that building the wires puzzle that I failed at, and that kind of annoys me. plus it was a little bit of everything, a little overbearing. I don't know. Outside of that, the maybe favorite level, maybe it was the Alpha building where we fought the lieutenant at the end. Oh, on the other hand, the military base, the whole Full Metal Jacket base, that was evocative. There was enemies to beat up there. The gimmick of avoiding the patrolling, like, soldier group was kind of fun. That was a pretty good level. That was a really nice level, I'd say, and I think that might be my favorite, yeah. It had good stuff going on, and the bosses were pretty good. It was a Splash Mike, and whatever he was before that, I don't remember all his names. It was all good. It was all neat. I enjoyed that barracks level. Yeah. Now comes a little tricky one, but I did think about this. The funniest moment in the game. So it's a comedy. So there's obviously a lot of choices. I'm sure folks watching will have different candidates. But the fact that they even brought it up here at the end during the epilogue, I need to say that my funniest moment was the two doctors and their two daughters gag. That was, they drove that absurd joke so far. That did the whole Sideshow Bob tripping on like shovels and rakes on the ground thing, where they keep doing the joke for so long that the simple fact that they do this joke actually turns it funny. Like him at first being like, "Oh my god, that means there's a second doctor." Like, okay, Fox is being a clueless dingus. That's very silly, haha. But the fact that they keep going on it and they commit to it, and the other characters start like slipping into it, like, oh yeah, there's two doctors and two daughters who are being coerced in the exact same way. That's amazing. I said that like this was mainly like Airplane, but at times it felt like Monty Python, and that was like 100% Monty Python. That feels like a gag they would do in Monty Python, where they just stretch out this incredibly dingus joke. So I think that's an easy choice for me as the simply the funniest moment, having that whole diatribe. Ah, man. Really good stuff. The other one is the running away from the rats as a piece of cheese, because not stretched out, but the game hadn't been super absurd up to that point, and then it just went full hard on that, and like, okay. That was actually really funny too. So honorable mention to that. I mean, I could go on about lots of honorable mentions here. The drill sergeant thing, the gag about how he got the rope for his like trick at the start of the game, all sorts of things. Yeah, good stuff. But that's my vote for funniest. Was the two doctors, two daughters, absurdia. Yeah. Alright, that was UnMetal. I hope you guys had a laugh with it. I certainly did. It was an interesting game. I would probably recommend look into it. If you like Metal Gear, I think it's worth to get this game. You won't find out lots of new plot stuff, I don't think. Alternate stuff. Not a whole lot. But there's at least secrets to hunt for that I failed to find spectacularly, so yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Next time, I think I've got the game picked out for what's going to take this game slot. It is tonally going to be absolute opposite. So that'll be interesting. If I go with that game, we'll see. But for now, it's bye-bye from me. See you, everybody.